Hi, I'm Messi, and happy Sunday. It's good to be here today to talk to you. Yes. So, how are you? How are you doing? I'm fine, thank you. So today I want to talk about success. Yes. So everybody wants to succeed. Everybody wants to, be on top there where they are perceived or seen to be somebody, where they are perceived or seen to be who have arrived, those kind of stuff. And it's a nice feeling actually, especially when you are able to afford the necessary things you want to afford. It's actually a very awesome thing. It's a nice thing to have. But the aspect of success I want to talk about today is recipes. What do I mean by that? I want to talk about recipes of success, and at the same time I want to talk about the fact that having these recipes doesn't necessarily mean that someone somebody A will apply the same thing, somebody B will apply the same thing, and they will achieve the same results. That's not true. But these recipe, these ingredients that I'm going to mention majorly are like the building block of success. But just like how you have, maybe you are cooking, two persons are cooking, and you are giving the same recipe, just the same way this person takes the same recipe, this person takes the same recipe, but when they cook it, that particular meal, it tastes different. That's what success can be linked to that. So what does it mean? It means you can apply the same ingredients, probably even in the same amount, in the same portion. You can apply the same thing, someone else applies the same thing, and one is succeeding more, the other one not. So what brings those disparities? What brings those disparity majorly is the uniqueness of each person, the timing of each person. Because the truth is, life, we can't really, how do I make sense of this? We can't really say that this is the pattern of life. This is what you do, and when you do this, you get this particular result. This is what you do. What you do, yes, based on statistics, there are some certain things you do in life, and you achieve those goals. You see this particular thing, you achieve those goals. You train more. Maybe, for example, you want to be a basketballer, or you want to be a footballer. They tell you that you have to train and train and train. Work harder, and you achieve results. Yes, it happens. But I'm saying that two persons can work the same amount of time, give the same amount of effort, but achieve two different results. So that means the first thing about success is you have to personalize what success is to you. What is success to me? What is success to me? And that personalization gives you a sense of drive or a sense of purpose. What is success to me? That me, for example, success to me might be getting married, having kids, being with my family, everything goes well, and I'm so happy. So when I achieve that, I feel very fulfilled. Success to someone else might be being in that career path where you are where you find your place at the top, where you are not contended with, where people respect you and honor you. That could be success to them, and that's fine. And when they get there, they feel fulfilled. To someone else, success might just be, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I just want to have a kid, have my husband, take care of my children, watch them grow, and I'll be so fulfilled to be able to watch them, to be able to nurture. That could be success. Another person might be, as a guy, I want to be able to, work hard, provide for my family, get a car, get a house. At the end of the day, success most of the times is defined materialistically. That means we always point and position material, we always look for material inclinations when we are defining success. So I guess today what I want to challenge us to do is, first of all, we need to find our own purpose of what success means to us. That means we need to find that particular thing, that particular place in us that we know that, okay, if we've arrived there, we'll know that we are fulfilled. Personally, I try to treat life like this. I say something like, okay, if something happens to me now, Will I be okay? Will I regret that there is something I've not achieved? Because the truth is that we can't predict life. Things happen. We can't actually predict what will happen in the next step. We can't predict it. That's the truth. We can't. So because of that, we always like I try to ask myself, if something happens tomorrow, if I look back, if I have the opportunity to look back, will I be satisfied that I've done enough? Will I feel that okay, I tried? Will I feel that okay, this was it? So sometimes success to people might be living a long life, but it's not just about the length of life. It's about those things that make meaning to you within those lengths of life. What are those things that made meaning to you within that period? So I challenge myself every day and I ask myself, what is it that I want to achieve? For example, when I go to work, the pressure, everything that happens at work, sometimes you can't deal. We are humans, we react sometimes, and a lot of things happen sometimes when we react and everything. I react sometimes, trust me, I do. But what I'm saying is, I try to bring myself back and tell myself, why am I here? I might not actually be in my line in career. I might not necessarily be in a particular place I want to be at the moment. But I tell myself, now that I'm here, what are the things that can make me fulfilled here? And I try to build myself around them. Like in my office, they call me the motivational person. But I don't really want to seem someone that is always motivating and the rest, and eventually you now hear that okay, oh mercy, something happened. Don't get that motivate. Are you serious? So she just not really, but I'm just trying to like be a vessel, like an opportunity to inspire each other. You get. So I guess what I'm saying is, in success, there are parts. There are basic ingredients that we all require to be able to achieve certain goals. One is hard work. Yes, nowadays people tell you it's not about the hard work, it's about the soft work. So what for me, what hard work means is being diligent. Hard work means having, for me, I define hard work as a word that signifies having a certain drive to achieve a particular goal. So that means when I work hard towards something, it means I'm driven towards that thing. It means that I have a certain passion to achieve that thing and I drive towards it. So I work hard to get there. Then passion. Most of the times, our passion is not necessarily our career at the moment. So like just like some persons will tell you that there are two careers. Most of the times the first career is the one that puts the food in your table, that pays the bills. Then the second career most of the times are the ones that are driven by passion, where that doesn't really give you so much. In fact, that might not even really give you anything in terms of material inclination, but it gives you that satisfaction that you are doing something. It gives you that satisfaction that you are making impact. Let me use an instance. For example, I work in a bank. I might not necessarily have so much enthusiasm as a banker. Maybe I have passion towards maybe empowering people, helping people, just giving people ideas on setting up a business, all those type of stuff. Then as my side hustle, not really a hustle now, like as my side, but based on my passion, I try to, like, anybody around me, maybe my cousins, maybe my siblings, maybe one person, or my friend, I just try to look for one way or the other to speak to that person and say, okay, Philip or Vivian, what's that thing you want to achieve? Okay, this is what you do. I give the person steps, I give the person guides, I guide the person like a mentorship. I mentor the person towards achieving that goal. So it might not really be very easy to turn that into a work, even though it happens. It might not really be easy to just become a consultant and just become someone that mentors people, because in that field, it has to do with a lot of work. People have to believe in you, people have to see what you've done and everything before they can really believe that you can get them these required goals they want to achieve. So you see, So that part that he's doing, that person is doing for maybe his friend or his family or anybody around him, is not, they are not paying him, not necessarily, but he feels fulfilled anytime he's able to get someone to that level, the next phase. He feels very fulfilled that he has done something nice. Whereas when he goes to work, he's still doing the job. He's doing it well. He's probably one of the best in his office and everything, but he's not as passionate towards that job than when he's able to lift someone up to be something. So that's what I mean. So sometimes you can have two goals, two passions, sorry. You can have two paths rather, where you have career A and career B. Most of the times career A pays our bills and everything, where career B is driven by our hearts, our passion, that thing that wakes us up. Now, coming down to success, sometimes a lot of us, amongst us, we get to see people that are able to actually work with their passion. Some people are fortunate to be able to work in a place, in a particular field, in a particular aspect where they are really passionate about. Those people find it very easy to achieve what they want to achieve. Now, I said something earlier. I mentioned that two people can apply the same ingredient to make the same meal, but they will taste different. Why? Because timing is different. The people are different. For example, I want to achieve a particular goal. Let me say two persons, for example, A and B. A wants and B wants to achieve a particular goal to get to this place. Now, A is someone that is very curious. B is someone that doesn't really mind, but he's someone that can be motivated and driven. Now, A is curious about getting there. He wants to know what is at that point. He's passionate about reaching that top, that end. B wants to get there because he also likes to win. But A is driven by, he's passionate. B is not a failure, but B is someone that wants to win. But at the same time, B is someone that doesn't really see that stage is going to have so much big D. Like it's not it for B. Whereas for A, getting there is like, that's the best feeling in the world. So who do you think will be we even if they apply the same thing? Let's say, for example, they put in the same hard work, they put in the same diligence, they put in the same amounts and prerequisites of ingredients, but they might not necessarily achieve the same goal. A might get to reach there first, or even B can get to reach there first. Now, A might get to reach there first because A was passionate, like, I want to get there, when I get there, I know I've arrived. When I get there, I know that, okay, this is it, I'll be very happy, I'm fulfilled. And A gets there first. Or B could even get there first because B was not so, was not so seeing that next step as the ultimate. He doesn't see it as something hard to achieve. So he's not scared, he's not beating himself up, he's not as in worried or something, he's not having lack of sleep. Why? Because he feels it's not a big deal, so he's going to get there. But he is applying the hard work, he's applying the diligence, he's applying the right attitude and everything, and he's there. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I'm just trying to say that the same scenario, but two different people can get to that particular goal on their own different. Why? Because the uniqueness of each person to that particular event. So what am I driving at? I'm trying to say that success is something that is personal. When you try so much to relate, to explain your success based on the word's definition, most of the times you get some kind of depression, because the word definition might not necessarily be where you are. The word's definition might not necessarily look like where you will even be. So you get when you get depressed, you get the rain and all those things, and you feel that all is not working out well. But when you are able to personalize your success, you are able to celebrate each step you take. You are able to celebrate each breakthrough that comes along the line. No matter how little, you are more appreciative of what you have and less interested in terms of getting sorrowful about what you don't have. You know what you don't have. You try to achieve those things you don't have by making the right decisions towards getting them. But when you get disturbed or worried because of what you don't have, you find yourself really depressed. So, in all, I'm saying that personalize your success. When you personalize this success, when you have gotten that thing that means success, it might be money. That's the truth. Anything that gives you money, you feel fulfilled. Yes, to some persons, it's more than, it's not about that. Be driven by wanting to have more money. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't even tell people it's a bad thing, but you have to always have the right motives towards getting that money, because the reason why, if you have money as the ultimate goal, it can be dangerous, is because you will be ready to do anything, no matter how trashy it is, just to achieve that. That's why a lot of people don't feel safe to say, my passion is to get more money. Everybody wants to earn money, that's the truth. So there should be something, there should be a motive behind getting more money. Okay, so it means that do not be envious, be hardworking, be diligent, have a purpose driven life, have things you want to achieve, have goals, keep setting goals, keep trying to achieve them, break them down. You can even break them down to months, break them down to weeks, break them down to days, little habits that become your daily rituals. Do all these things and try to always be aligned. Sometimes we might fall away from what we want to achieve, but always be aligned to what, this is where I'm going to, this is what I want to achieve, this is where I'm moving towards. So always try to align them, and don't be envious, just focus. Our timing differ, that's the truth, because we are at the same stage in life, in terms of age, in terms of maybe business, job, everything doesn't necessarily mean we'll always be at the same pace. People go further than others. It doesn't make life unfair per se. It's just time, it's just different, it's just their time, and your time will come once you believe, you have faith, you trust God, you do the needful, and you will get there. So I want to encourage you that you might not have money so much, you might not be able to ride that particular car you want to achieve, but I want you to be able to signify one thing in your life that you are grateful for, that you are thankful for, and you can say that, yes, in this particular thing I'm successful at. And I hope you are blessed. Happy Sunday. Thank you.